Okay, ladies and gentlemen, never fear, DLP is here. Looks like we got a all-finished matchup between Japezu and DisasterKatti. No idea what happened in the first world, so bear with me here. Japezu is having to take the long way through Fort Knox, which is something you never want to do. It's like they're both in the same world. Katti is... Just from what I'm seeing, it looks like they are ahead, because I thought I saw an extra lock and a fort, so... Give them the audio for the moment. All right. Yep, as suspected, Katti is going to pull a little ahead here. Going for the full World 7 airship P-speed, doesn't get it. Gets a star, which is going to allow them to skip this middle burner and get the second half P-speed. Japezu did play a different fort that allowed that other lock to be broken, so pretty much neck and neck still through two worlds, it looks like. We got Lemmy, who is either 1 or 5 hits typically. Looks like they're 2 this time. Wand grab at 8-11. And Japezu shouldn't have any problems with the 2-hitter here, especially with the Tanuki suit. Here we go. And we got a 20-second difference coming out of World 2. Get your guesses in chat for what the next world will be. I'll say 4 because I have no idea what the first world was. And it's World 1. Typical lock placement in World 1. You get the vanilla lock oftentimes, so that typically means that one of the 2 forts is the World 1 fort. Both these players speedrun the game in some capacity, I believe, so 1-4 here, 4-4 here plays pretty much exactly the same every single time with the Tanuki, because there's not any other enemies in there, and Tanuki doesn't get, or Tanuki, Lakitu doesn't get randomized out of this stage ever. So we got 2-5 here, which is not that bad of a level in randomizer. Sometimes you can get some Paragoombas here, like right there. Somehow, Katti able to avoid the damage there. Very nice job maintaining the stage lead here. World 3 was first, okay. Either this fort or the other one is probably going to be the World 1 fort, if I had to guess, and it's not. It's the 3F1 or 2, I don't remember. Yeah, it's 1, 3F1. Japezu unfortunately gets dinged by the Paragoomba, wasn't able to duck in time, which I didn't think was possible. Katti not going for the door 3 strat. Let's see if Japezu does. I think I've seen both them attempt before, but not going to this time. Probably go for a power-up. Might go for a second helping at that. And a leaf, so both are going to go into the hand stage armed with a leaf. Not sure if we've seen one of those yet, so the item here is going to be the same item for all hand stages, and it's a star. You might look at that initially and think that's garbage, but in these flags, stars are very helpful. They get you through Hammers Brothers fights without you know, taking damage. They're very good in forts. Katti going for the 1-5 full P-speed strat. They don't care about the beginning start. Going for the tunnel and nails it. Let's go. Katti, a madman. Getting the Jesus clip in the last race and getting the tunnel in this one. Very nicely done. Japezu using a star, so they're going to be able to get P-Speed here, but they're not going to be able to damage boost out of the tail, at least in the beginning here, which is going to be a little slower than what Caddy did. And see, this is where you want a star. Look out! Japezu throwing the bomb down, taking damage. There can be 2 power-ups in this arena. One in the upper right, not going to get it, though. And World 1 is done. We're on to the World 2 airship, so very fast, decently fast world, all things considered. Yep, see, there's that other power-up that, that Caddy missed. But they're going to be able to do the World 2 airship a little faster, being able to fly over the mast, whereas Japezu will probably go for wall jump or... Yep. Oh my gosh, and gets it! Japezu, the wall jump specialist, as I've been told. Been told that Japezu is very good at wall jumps. Caddy's still maintaining their lead, but both of them going all out, getting some crazy tricks, putting on a show for you guys. Caddy, in their interview after the last race, was not confident that they'd be able to beat Japezu. They said they never have before, but clearly they're showing the skills that they're able to. As long as they don't get tilted or take some unfortunate deaths. We got the super tank here. One of the easiest forts that you can play. Gonna try to, well, damage boosting. I don't think they wanted to damage boost, but they're gonna get early P-speed because of it. Playing really well. Japezu now in super tanks. Japezu made up a little bit of time with that wall jump, I think. And this is going to break the lock that's in our path. We know that. There's a pipe, an ominous, whatever that word is, pipe at the end that could take them to the end. It could also take them behind another lock. It's not guaranteed that pipe is going to take them anywhere good. Don't think either of them have a hammer, but I could be mistaken. Beta stage, piece of cake, plays the same basically every time as well. P-speed through it. You're way too fast for Lakitu to catch up to you if you just keep going. Now we're on 4-2 with a boss bass and a baby cheap. Caddy's got to be a little careful here. There is a power-up here every single time, and there's also a leaf in the next. Right there, they're not stopping though. They're going full P-speed, full tilt. Let's go. Both of them really want to win this race. Thank you, Domino. That's what I was trying to say, and failing miserably at. Japezu getting the tail, so going to be just slightly slower than not having it. And the pipe takes him to the end. A free world. Easy too. Easy every time. World 4 airship, gonna go for the P-speed strat here. Oh. Missed it though. Japezu is going to be able to catch up a little bit of time here if they're able to maintain P-speed, which I imagine they will. A leaf sort of saves Caddy from extra time going the long way, but Japezu's probably not going to take this power up, so he is closing the gap even more here. Let's see when we get the wand grab. About 15 flat. Yep, 15 flat. Japezu, yeah, made up some decent time there. 8-second difference. So we went 20 seconds to 16 to 8 now. Very nicely done. All right, let's see 7 next. Let's separate the men from the boys here. Let's see the routing differences. I want 7. Nope, we're gonna get 5. Linear 5. They're gonna play this stage, and then the fort is guaranteed to build the bridge, and then they will. They'll be taking the pipe that, at least they should take the pipe that is just the pipe transition and not the paradox pipe. If they choose the paradox pipe first, I imagine they'll probably take a death just so they can scout the top and see. I'm finding that a lot of times the paradox pipe and the regular pipe are Oh, no Jesus attempt for Caddy this time. Maybe Japezu will try it. Nope, he's small. Well, no, he's not. Let's see. Oh, I thought he was going to, but he knows who he's playing. He knows he's playing a good runner, so still neck and neck here. Very nice done. Nicely done. Orb grab 1640. Still about an 8-second difference exactly. So this is the Paradox Pipe. I imagine they should take the death here. This is risky and takes them to the same spot. So Japezu might, yeah, they might take the long way, or they should go back in here, but they're still going to lose a little bit of time checking. But like I said, oftentimes I'm finding that it's kind of rare for one to be significantly better than the other. And now he's got to play this bro that Caddy might not play. There's where the star comes in. Use a star, get a star, because the game knows, as the great LZ Cards fan would say. And Caddy extending the lead about a stage at this point. 3-2, pretty difficult P-speed strat to pull off. You can get that flower if you bump the wooden block twice. Hopefully no hitboxes here. These cheaps can tend to do that. This is where they get their name. Japezu has full power-ups with the Fire Flower, so don't imagine they'll be stopping for any power-ups here. Caddy, unfortunately, going to play this bro and is just going to get a star back, so give him time back to Japezu, who already played that. No P-speed, but no stopping as well. But look out. Double cheap kill. Double barrel. Alright, Caddy is playing very strong, maintaining their lead through the 5th world, which was World 5, by the way. So that means we have 7 and 4 left. Routing can play. Big difference in 7. Neither runner is going to have a tail for the World 6 airship. So depending on if Japezu fire kills Roy, well, now Caddy can, so probably not going to see much of a time gain here either way. Caddy going for the fire kill. Got it. Very nice. Wand grab, 1931. Japezu's going to be about 25 seconds or so behind, I think. Gets the fire kill of their own, not quite as fast as Caddy. And they are 24 seconds ahead. Still anybody's game, very close match. World 4 it is. Will this be free as well? Ooh. I think this is the play. This is definitely the correct play. 3-3, I believe. Basically plays the same as vanilla most of the time. This depends on what that first enemy is. Very, very nice P-speed by Caddy through that. They are playing very well. Japezu. Yeah, I don't think that's the right way to go left. He's going to go back in the same pipe and see. Yeah. Caddy a little more decisive with the routing. This is definitely the right play because you get to play a fort and see if that builds the bridge. And then if it doesn't, you can still skip a level by going this way. Caddy not quite getting the 4F2 P-speed there. World 4 forts and World 4, who would have guessed? Probably paired together. I'm betting the other one is 4F1. Hopefully we have to see it. Troll Fort. Alright, Japezu. Playing the bro. Oh! 5-9. Don't take the death here. You have to play it. I'm not sure what's going on right now. Caddy is making a mistake. Unless I'm reading things completely incorrectly, but pretty sure I'm not. They have to play 5-9. No matter what. Unless they have 2 clouds, which they don't have any, I don't think. Caddy giving time back to Japezu here. Whoever rolled this, well done. Judging by the excessive amounts of ducking on the platforms, I think Caddy knows that they might have made a little bit of a routing mistake, so they might feel behind. If that first enemy is a chain chomp or a fire chomp, you really need to kill it, otherwise it will despawn a platform and you cannot make the jump. But thankfully it wasn't, so both of them should be okay as long as their platforming's okay. And Caddy is going to be maintaining their lead, giving up a little bit of time though. And what do you know? 4F1. Caddy going bottom route, which seems to be a play that they tend to make. Look out! Trying to quickly grab the fire. Japezu, I imagine, is going to go top route. They can make it almost tied if they get a star here. Well, kind of got clipped on the movement, so... And losing the fire flower. Oh boy. Now they're losing a little bit more time grabbing the fire flower. Probably should have just went, but what do I know? Japezu going to go through the World 3 airship and probably go for the wall jump. Since that's their specialty, let's see if they can go 2 for 2 in airships on wall jumps. Caddy gonna get the Iggy fight, 1 hit. Nope, not this time. 2, 3 hitter, I think. I was peeping Japezu for the wall jump. 24-38 wand grab. Japezu with the fire kill probably broke even on the well, maybe not. It's about math. I'm not doing the math right now. 24-38 to 25. I don't know. About 20 seconds, whatever. World 7. Mini equalizer here. Japezu, if they feel... I think I see 3 forts, which is very interesting. They're both... Unless Japezu feels they're behind, they take the other pipe. Oh, Caddy. Input. About to be even here. Just about all synced up. They got a fire flower though, so let's see if Japezu is going to damage boost. And they are. Wow, look at this. Both flying through. Both don't care about the damage. Japezu keeping P-speed though. Taking a second lead back. Alright, they're both gonna play this fort, I would imagine. This could be the answer. Using a P-Wing. Caddy using a tail, so they both have the correct power-up for this fort. Japezu a little better off having the P-Speed, not having to build it, but nonetheless, Caddy isn't going to lose a ton of time there. Give the audio back to Japezu at this point. Orb grab, 2641, 2645. 4-second difference, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the fort. And Japezu has a cloud. Does Caddy? They do not. Japezu taking a stage lead here. Thankfully, it's only 3-6, which is not the longest stage in the world. But having a tail isn't going to make it go any faster. Oh boy. Taking the bottom route and the star for safety. World 1 airship. Ludwig is one of those Koopas that has a pretty janky hitbox. And he's programmed to jump immediately because of his home arena that he is vanilla. 3 hits, 4 hits, 5-hitter. $27.43. And Caddy gonna be able to get some time back with the P-Wing. Guess not. Ludwig had other plans. That's unfortunate. That's gonna lose a little bit of time. 27.43 versus 28.04, so about a 20-second difference here. And like True Hyper said, the great equalizer, not the screen you want to see to start. That's not going to make anyone feel good. Even... Oh! 3 bridges. All the forts are going to be required here. Let's go. Didn't even have time to ask. Unfortunately for Caddy, this makes World 8 incredibly linear for Japezu, because they know they have to play all the forts now, so there's no guessing. Find the forts, play them, be done with it. Caddy probably going to make the same decision. So at this point, it's going to be who executes better. Neither of them have a hammer suit. So I would say find a fire flower and just try to keep it the whole way through. If you can do that, you might save, 15 seconds on your opponent at the end. If not more. Both doing the same fort. That's the lock that the Navy is going to break. Which might be required. If these loop, that he has to go back and play the Navy to break that lock. Okay. Oh man, now this is a decision. Do you just go and play the level? Or do you try to find the pipe? I guess you check this one and see. Hopefully it takes you to the middle of the hand bridge. It doesn't. Oh, Caddy found the other end! They found the other end! I think Caddy's taking the lead here. If they just go play hand bridge. Just play it. Yep. Caddy just took the lead. Oh! 7-5. Oh! With a nipper set. He's got the right power up for it too. The flower. That's wild. Japezu does have a tail though, so they can save time at the end if Caddy, has trouble clipping and stuff. Gets the first clip. Doesn't get the second. Japezu's really got to try to keep the tail here. They could be finishing at just about the same time if Caddy gets the clips here. Not getting it. Just go. Just go. Just go, Caddy. Oh! Oh! And they get the jump there, skipping that. Japezu's got to maintain flight. He's going to get out first. Caddy's got to clip this first shot. Ugh. Second. Nope. Get P-Speed back. I don't know if that's a fire nipper or not. They're probably scared of it. I don't think it is. There we go. All right, let's go. Japezu has the tail. Caddy does not. Caddy should be able to get through this fort a little faster, but Japezu ditches it. They're tired of the tail. Japezu has a fire flower in their inventory too. I don't think Caddy does, so Caddy is going to have to keep the fire flower if they find one in the next stage or the next fort. This is a crazy race. Whoever rolled this, well done. Well done. 3154 fade out. No, go back! Go back! You have to play that fort, I think. I suppose this could do it. And it's a valid seed. I guess this could do it, but I mean, I feel like the fort is going to build that last bridge. But I guess it doesn't have to, now that I think about it. Yeah, whoever rolled this seed, job well done. Valid seed, great levels, great World 8. Japezu maintaining the seconds lead here. Oh, don't let Boom Boom get away. You wouldn't like him when he's angry. 3250 orb grab. See if Caddy gets the orb on top. And it builds the bridge. Japezu's got a fire flower. Caddy does not. I would have lost this seed because I would have thought that fort had to build that. So rip me. Uh-oh. Not good for Caddy at this point. They're not going to be able to do the everyman clip. Japezu does. Probably going to go for upper clip at least once. Oh boy, mac and cheese is it. Very nice. First try, every time. Caddy, I imagine, will check the power up top at the very least, maybe the bottom. Japezu's got to keep fire here. Pretty swag kill that he does, but a little risky in my opinion. And he loses fire! Oh boy. Troll. Oh, slips in! Oh man. Japezu dies here. It's Caddy's to lose. Looks like he's in a good position though. FU laser? Nope. Wow. What a race. What a race. All Japezu has to do is just maintain center position on Bowser. And they'll walk away with the win. And it looks like, barring a disaster, Japezu is going to get the first win here. Get your GGs in chat for Japezu and Caddy. What a run. What a race. We got another one coming up here. Best 2 out of 3. Let's go. We're going to get seed rolled up, and we will be back in just a few minutes. Come on back. Watch the next race. Gonna be another good one. GG's to the runners. Okay. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got game 2 of this matchup between the number 1 seed, Japezu, and the number 8 or 9 seed, Caddy. If you watched the first race, you saw one heck of a matchup. Caddy led just about the whole way until Japezu took a slight lead in World 8. Some routing allowed Caddy to take the lead in a required 7-5, but Japezu had the tail and was able to recapture the lead and not look back. They won by about 20 seconds. Amazing race. Hopefully we got another one. Get your guesses in chat, everybody, for the world order. RWO until it happens, so World 7, please. Let's get something nasty early. Whoever rolled the last seed rolled a heck of a seed. We had required 5-9, required 7-5, all the hits, all the classics. let's keep it going. Racers are going to be starting any second now. It's a 5-minute delay, so just waiting for the stream to catch up. Timer should be counting down any second here. Yeah, when I spoke to Caddy after the last race, they didn't really give themselves much of a chance against Japezu. And really, I mean, if they played and executed just a little better in World 8, they probably would have taken this one. So let's see what we got here. Timers are going down. Here we go. Let's go. Game 2. World 4, smack dab in the middle. 2-pipe check. Japezu is going bottom pipe first. Interesting. And that's the pipe you want to take, so... right into 7F2, the best fort in the game. Let's go. No power-ups, no help. But this is definitely the fort you want to take early, just because it's the fort that's in your way. Japezu is taking all the time in the world here. Not wanting to take an early death. No power up in the block either. They're going to have to do this the long and the hard way. Caddy taking a little bit of a lead, but fortunately gets sniped by the Fire Piranha. Japezu's patience is paying off here. Another star. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I rolled this one, if anybody is wondering. So let's see what kind of seed we get. You don't really want to be small down here with this weird hot foot. Oh, Japezu! Taking the death, as I said. The crazy hot foot. He's going to go back and play probably Fort Knox, which is... I don't really like this play, because if this is not the fort, Caddy is going to have a massive lead here. And he's still got to play 7F2, so maybe he's hoping for a power-up. And it's not Fort Knox, thankfully, but this is still a pretty long stage, and he's not even getting the star, so he's going to have to take the elevator of shame. So on Caddy's side, let's see what happens here. Not going to know until we do the screen scroll. And that is not the fort. So Japezu might appear that they're taking the lead at the moment, but they are still not, because Caddy already played 7F2. Japezu took the ride of shame. However, this is not what you want to see. Small Terrifier Bros. So all in all, we're probably going to be pretty even by the time Japezu gets out of 7F2, because he's got a power up. Caddy didn't. Should be able to go through it a little faster. Caddy also not getting the star there. Japezu playing and getting through. Caddy, look out. And getting a star, so giving back some of that time to Caddy that was lost to the Firebro death. So I think Caddy is still going to have a little bit of a lead here going into the airship. Japezu's got a star though, so they should be able to blow through this first part very quickly. I don't think the star is going to last long enough to get P-speed, but they'll be able to get through this area safely. Star to the end. Caddy not bothering with anything else. Gonna take the pipe back over. Gonna wind up with about a 15-second lead coming out of here. We'll see what path they decide to take and what they get from the bros. Who plays what bro? Losing the tail, unfortunately. Getting a mushroom though. That's 7-1 and 7-6 insurance, if nothing else. Caddy finding 2... What is this? 2-2? Japezu is going to have to play the same... Look out! Oh boy. Bros are... Fire Bros anywhere but their home arena, and even they're not fun. And the coin chip is going directly in Japezu's way, and Japezu is finding the worst stage, in my opinion, the 1-5 beta. There's no power-ups in this level. If you go too fast and you don't know how to do the duck part, you take a hit here pretty much every time. Caddy is having to play the coin chip. taking the 1-up for safety. And Japezu despawned that flower or something? And a hammer. So, for Japezu, if the coin chip goes left here and they skip it, they're going to miss out on that hammer, which could be a huge play. But nonetheless, Katti is in the World 1 airship first. And Japezu is just going to miss that hammer altogether, so that could be quite a big advantage for Katti, who is at the moment playing slightly better than Japezu. So we'll see if that comes into play. We got a thick Iggy. I thought I saw 2 hits, but it could be mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 3 vanilla. Off the screen at 5:15, 5:15. So it looks like they probably got about a 10-second lead. 5:15 to 5:26, 11-second lead. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know. Who's on third? Classic. Toadstool, didn't see the item. Now right here, hammer could come in huge right now. Big time. Katti's going to check, and it is. This is so big for Katti. They're going to be able to get through this level very quickly. Japezu has taken the World 1 fort, which now this could have a hammer, and the advantage could be, well, they lost the tail. Advantage could be decreased a little bit. But Katti finding 2-3, which is not that great of a stage to see these days. It's very difficult in the tournament. Katti is going to take a huge lead, though, here, I think. Because Japezu is going to have to play this entire, basically this entire world. Katti, come on now. You had it. The fight was over. And it's Gatekeeper, a long, very long fort. This has got advantage Katti written all over it. Amazing. Japezu does not have a hammer. True Hyper. Alright, Katti. I know that they took a couple deaths, so they might feel a little behind, but they don't know that they're very far ahead at the moment. So at this point, they just need to execute and, you know, route fairly well. No major mistakes. And, I mean, probably going to get a game 3 here. I mean, a fort, 2 forts, and an extra 3 levels. That's a lot. It's a lot of time. Let's see what the fade out is here. Fade out at, I'm going to have to write this down. Fade out at 7:48. And it's World 6. Japezu does get a cloud, which should help nullify the some of the damage, but oh gosh, another long level. This is 7-4. I don't like this level. And he's gonna miss out on the power-up. Katti blowing through 6F3. Taking a little bit of damage, gotta be careful here. Katti just has to not take any deaths far into the level, and they should be okay. But we're already, Japezu is just hitting the wrong side of those blocks and just losing out on these power-ups. It's not what you want to see. Very dangerous enemy here. Hate this enemy here. He's gonna take his time. Katti gets through 6F3. About to be over a world ahead at this point. 3-6 through 3 worlds at just about 9 minutes or so. It's pretty good when you're finishing worlds in 3 minutes. You're not doing too bad, and he's taken several deaths, so very good job. Ugh, no power-ups for Japezu still. You can get an infinite star here if you hit that block right there, but they are not going to. Katti taking a Unfortunate death and equipping a hammer suit. I don't think they meant to do that. I feel like they meant to use the P-Wing, but... see what levels are in Japezu's way here. Careful. Just get out of that corner. Get out of there. Get out of the corner. Of course, 1 or 5 hits every time. Japezu looks like they're a little tilted, I think. But we're already going on 3 minutes of being ahead for Katti. But anything can happen. They're both making a lot of mistakes. I don't know if they just feel the pressure of the game too, or what. But I mean, Japezu's still got a level to go through, and he's even going to take the bro here in hopes of getting something. You just got to go at this point. Yeah, I mean, that's 15 seconds you're never getting back for a star. It's just not worth it. But he probably feels behind, I'm sure. And what is this level? Oh yeah, 2-3. Using a star, good power up to use. Katti finds World 5. This is going to take him to the top here. And yep, it's a free World 5. Just go play the bro in the levels. Thank you. I talk like I'm scolding them or something, but it's a lot easier when you're in the commentator's position to say exactly what needs to be done. And even then, I'm wrong a lot of the time. So you can't really blame them for taking their time and, you know, checking the map, really making sure they're doing the right play. But Katti has a massive lead here. I mean, it's like 4 minutes at this point, over 4 minutes. Japezu gets the one at 11:55, so 4 minute and 7 second lead. Katti did make some mistakes in the upcoming worlds though, so Japezu has a chance to make some time up, but Katti firmly in the driver's seat at the moment. Katti doesn't know how far they're ahead, first of all. They by all means think Japezu got the hammer too, they skipped, so they might even think they're behind. I mean, they've died several times, so they know it's game 2, and they know that they have to win this one. So, gonna be seeing a lot of aggressive plays, I would imagine, even though they don't know that they're pretty far ahead at the moment. Oh, careful, Japezu. High jumping Roy, that's 2, 3, 4, 5 hitter, another 5 hitter. Wow. Koopas came to play today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the chat. The one, the only Angelic Jade, bringing the jank. Katti maintaining the lead here. But we saw World 6, it's free. Not going to really gain or lose much time here. You play like 1 fort and you're done. Katti. I haven't really gotten a chance to see their inventory. We already saw the 1 fort, so we know that Japezu's got to be careful here. Yep, get out of that corner. Get out of there. Alright, safe and sound. That fort is not going to be the 1 fort because we saw Japezu play 1 fort in the second world. We get the one of the newer beta stages here from Katti. Always a ton of fire enemies. Balls are very, very small, I agree. Or anytime. Lemmies. And Caddy finds the Alaska Fort. Not even stopping for power-ups. Like I said, they have no idea how far ahead they are. So they're just going, going, going. And Japezu finds the waterfall. Easiest stage in the game. Another beta stage. That'll break the lock. They'll be able to skip a level here. Still haven't seen Caddy's inventory. Ugh. Japezu has a cloud. Caddy does not, I believe, so... Caddy should probably stop and get a power-up, because this gauntlet of enemies here and at the end is going to be... Don't... Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Go the other way. Yep. Go the other way. Nope. Go. Okay. Alright. They've seen the level. They know how bad it is. Let's see the power-ups. P-Wing. I mean... Might help a little bit, but... I gotta really, really be careful here. I'd grab this star, no matter what. Oh, good. They despawned one of the Berthas. Not gonna grab the star. Gonna continue to the gauntlet here, which is awful at all times. Look out for the rocket. Cheap. Alright. One fire plant. Despawned the other two, so that was good. Caddy is just going wild at this point. Japezu finds 8-2 somewhere. I'm not sure where this was. Has a P-Wing, which isn't the best power-up for this, but it should get you through pretty safely. Ugh, 7-9 for Caddy. Potentially thought about going for the clips, but thought better of it. Good decision. With a baby bass. Japezu not taking the Paradox Pipe for some reason. They are going and playing some bros and not really being rewarded for it, so the time that they can make up on Caddy, they are not getting at the moment. However, well, it doesn't really help yet, because we've already seen World 4, I believe. We've seen World 2 where the hammer was huge. And then we have World 3, so he has to find another hammer for it to be useful. Caddy getting a music box, not really what you want to see. However, that will help out in World 7. And Caddy is still going to maintain about a 4 or 5 stage lead at this point. I think Japezu's gaining a little bit of ground, but like I said, as long as Caddy executes decently, they should be pretty well ahead going into World 8. One hit heavy Lawrence Larry. Fade out 18-15 for Caddy. See what it is when Japezu gets there. Yeah, Japezu is going to make up about a minute of time when they find that 6-6 and decide to cloud it. Because that one was terrible. So Japezu actually a little closer than it would appear. Oh, but slip-ups like that are just killers in these races. Caddy finds this beta level with a horrible enemy set. Fire Nipper right off the gate. And not another one, just a Goomba at the end, so that's good. Alright, Japezu, I imagine feeling like they're quite behind at this point. Getting the P-Speed at the end, though. Caddy gonna work their way through World 3. I see 2 forts and 2 locks, so unless there's a third one, Wendy should be free, which there is. But there's a bridge out, so they just have to find the pipe at this point. Which I think unless Japezu finds another hammer somewhere, which I don't think they're going to be able to. Gulp. Nom nom. They're going to have to go around, and if none of these locks break, then the fort will be built, and that way they won't have to. I think it'll shorten the world up significantly. Japezu about to find this lovely stage. He's got a fire flower though, so he might not take the death here. He might just play it. Nope. Yes? No? Alright, he's going. Losing time. Gets the star though. I love this play here. Caddy beeping and bopping through 5-1. Japezu is gotta be careful here. Alright, so this fort is going to tell us a lot. It might just be irrelevant, because if this doesn't break a lock, Caddy can go back and take the pipe and likely around to Wendy's. The pipe after this fort can take them to where they need to go as well. Also, it'll either take them to Wendy's or over to where they need to go. So this is pretty much like the only route that you can take at this point. Caddy is just going hyper aggressive. They feel like they're behind. They've died 4 or 5 times. Japezu's died 5 or 6 times. And played through 6-6 as well. Alright. Yep, so, nope, Caddy, go down, check the other pipe. Check the other pipe after the fort. I guess it doesn't matter. This is going to tell them exactly what they need to know. And they're through. No power-ups for Wendy, though. At least they get the World 7 airship, so there's 2 power-ups here. Not getting the full P speed. First one's a star. I'm willing to bet the next one's going to be a star as well, just out of spite. It's almost like I've played this game before. Alright, Caddy just desperately trying to get the seed over with. Go, go, go. Can't take a death here. Get on top of Wendy before she gets the ring out. Vanilla Wendy. Wand grab, 2239. The 1 seed in real trouble here of dropping a game and potentially being eliminated in a game 3. And we've got another game after this one, folks. We got Macobra versus Midi Guy, another really good matchup. So the lock breaks the front. There's only one way to go. That's kind of what Caddy wants to see here. Completely linear 7. That's exactly what you want to see if you feel like you're ahead, but I'm not sure if they feel ahead or not. So this is incredibly linear. This is not what Japezu needs at the moment. Japezu needs to gamble at this point. It's the final world. It's going to be very hard to make up time if you're not gambling at this point. But we've seen Caddy make some mistakes and get a little tilted, so anything's possible still. We still got World 8. And Caddy, for the fans, for the swag star, shoutouts to Haxor. What is this level? Alright, 3-8, not difficult. Baby Bass makes it a little more tough, but they're going to keep them from respawning. Japezu going for the power-up as well. Gonna get... might get gulped. Alright. They make it through. Nicely done. Well, TBD. Okay. Okay. So there is a pipe that's being blocked by a lock, but I think they just have to find the promised land here. Good power up for Japezu. They're ditching it for the flower. Can't blame them. Move a little faster. Katti not finding where they need to go. This is where Japezu can make up some time if they decide to gamble. Yeah, you don't need either of those four. Well, you might need that pipe that's up there. So this is going to tell us, does this go to the end, or the Toad House, or the room with the view? And they're good. Wow. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. I rolled this. 6-6 in the way, Atlantis in the way, 7F2 to start with no power-ups. You're welcome. Japezu making their way through 2F. Katti didn't play, or at least I don't think they really played any bros in this world, so if Japezu decides to play one and they have a cloud, they can skip Atlantis, which is going to save them about 90 seconds here, if not more. This seed is great. Both players are not playing really up to their standards either, so both of them think they're behind. I guarantee you neither of them think they're ahead, just based off of the way Katti's playing. It's got some signs of quiet desperation, but who knows? And ladies and gentlemen, welcome the one, the only Tazzle into the chat. Tazzle joining me for commentary for the next race. Could even hop on now if you wanted to. Oh, Japezu's gotta be careful! This is not good. This is just gonna start jumping like a crazy Koopa. Oh, okay. Ludwig for Katti. So Katti finished that World 6 in 22:39, so they're still almost 4 minutes ahead. It's going to become really problematic. I don't think you can really save much time in World 7 based on the layout. It's going to be really problematic if Japezu decides to play some forts, thinking that that lock blocks the Promised Land. But here we go. Get your guesses. 0 bridges is mine. And we got another level 7-5. Ah. Darn it. We still might get it. It's okay. Katti's inventory is pretty barren, so should be searching for a fire flower and trying to hold on to it, I would imagine. Japezu using a P-Wing in a level that's not that great to use a P-Wing, making the most of it. Katti finding the Navy. 4-bridge dream is still alive, by the way. Decent cloud by Japezu, however, they are going to be very sad later. They come across Atlantis. Oh, man. Alright, 2 bridges, one's already built. Katti firmly in the driver's seat here. About as firm as it could get. Oh, now we know where the Now we know where the that other pipe went. I don't know why he's checking pipes right now. It's open. He's good. All he has to do is play that level, which is Atlantis. He must not see that the bridge is built. It's unfortunate. Alright, Caddy going through Fort Knox the semi-long way. Japezu, they just are not realizing that the way is clear for World 7. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Caddy had a pretty insurmountable lead. He's seeing that lock break, so he's just going to continue playing forts. No lock broke on Caddy's side, so they're going to go back and check, I would imagine. It's probably going to do it here, I think. Or, no, that broke that lock, so now they have to play the Air Force, which is the super tank. Japezu about to experience extreme sadness. Alright, Caddy on their way to the final fort, which is 3F1. Seeing this fort a lot in the in World 8 these days as well. It's almost like the flooded fort just isn't necessarily validate the seed anymore. Japezu finds Atlantis. Sadness ensues. Avoiding the tail. Caddy accidentally burned their hammer suit fairly early in the seed, too. Pretty sure that was an accident, but... Alright, that's all the forts. It's time to be done with the seed. No fire flower, no hammer suit. By all means, I mean, Caddy could have swept this series. They were ahead for just about all of Game 1 until World 8, and they even took the lead briefly back in World 8. And, yeah, I mean, it was very possible that Caddy could have swept the 1 seed here. They're going to go bottom route, see if they can get a fire flower or something to help. A little more treacherous this way. You got more lasers, more fireballs, and they get the fire flowers. So that's exactly what you want to see there. Now these platforms don't fall, so it actually makes this room way harder in my opinion. And Caddy just needs 5 stomps from Bowser, and they will force a game 3. Let's go. Get your GGs in chat, everybody, for DisasterKatti, who is going to finish this race first at 34:52. And Japezu is going to continue for the moment. Gonna see that there's more than one bridge necessary. And everybody wanted it. Everybody wanted it, and we're gonna get it. Game 3. MIDI guy, I was thinking that's probably the, yeah, that's what's going to happen. Can't tell at the moment, but Japezu is going to throw in the towel here shortly. So I'm going to get the next race going. That way we don't lose a ton of time waiting for this one to finish. And I'll be back when the next one gets going. So stay tuned, everybody. Be back shortly for a exciting conclusion to this awesome matchup that we have here. All right, everybody, you asked for it, you got it. Game 3 between the #1 seed Japezu and the #9 seed DisasterKatti. They might be the 8 seed, not sure, still haven't checked. First race, incredibly close. Katti had an opportunity to win it. Japezu sort of came in at the end and stole it. Game 2, all Katti. Katti found an early hammer, hammered World 2, saved about 5 levels on Japezu. Japezu did not execute that well. Katti also didn't execute that great either. Both, I'm sure, felt incredibly behind. So hopefully we get a little closer match here. Get your guesses in for the first world. I'm going to go with 7 RWO until it happens. I'm sticking to it. But yeah, I really hope we get a game like the first one. Super close, intense, back and forth. Nobody likes to see a blowout. Katti said that they had no chance in this race and by all means could have swept it. So anybody can win, truly. Doesn't matter what your seed is. So here we go. Game 3. Where are we going? Let's go. World 4 again. Interesting. Fort right off the bat. It's the Alaska Fort, which is not a bad fort to seed because there is 2 power-ups to start. It plays the same every single time. Enemy sets are, it's only the enemy in the beginning, and then the roto disc can change. However, Japezu knows it's a game 3. He's not stopping for anything. The aggressiveness could backfire if we see a 7-1 or 7-6 here coming up shortly and they don't have a power-up, but the odds of that are not great. I probably just jinxed it, but Rat Boy with the right call. Jade, close but no cigar. That fort is not it. This pipe could take them to the end. It could be a free World 4, and it looks like it is, unless there's a 3rd fort tucked away somewhere that we don't see. And this is 6F3. Japezu doesn't care about any power-ups at the moment. They just want to go, go, go. Got some stoppage on Katti's stream at the moment. And it looks like they're still right about even, except for the 1 power-up grab by Katti in the first fort. 124 orb grab, 127 orb grab, 3-second difference. Going out of this world. No bros played. Interesting, because it was this very world that gave Katti a significant advantage with that hammer. Japezu, it looked like they had the pixel but did not get the input for the wall jump. Katti is gonna find themselves a tail, which could also be significant if we find like 7-2, Fort Knox coming up, anything like that. 2091 grab, 212-1 grab, so remaining about 3 seconds apart. World 1 done and over with. Get your guesses in the chat for the next one. I want to see 6 and then 7, or 7 then 6, and I want them to have to do the whole thing. I want to see who's going to execute more. I don't want this decided on items. I want who's going to play better. But that's just for me. Music box, not great. Long World 1, they're going to have to play 4 levels and a fort. Tail is going to be decent here for Katti, however, going to allow them to take back the lead slightly because Japezu canceled out of the P-speed and we're in complete sync. Let's go! Game 3, complete sync, frame for frame. Literally frame for frame. There is not a single difference between them. Katti getting into the world a little bit earlier. Neither of them going to have P-speed for this. This is going to be very dangerous flying here, but Katti bailing out of the tail. Needs to be careful here. And don't know what happened. Did they get out or not? Tune in next time. Same bat time, same bat place. And they did not get through, so they must have taken the, They should be able to get through no problem this time, because the P-speed strat in this level plays the same every time. Take that mid-bounce off the Lakitu and you're through. Japezu finding 4 or something, don't remember. Getting through that stage, no problem. I think that's 4 or 5. So about a stage advantage at this point. Another required level here before we get the fort, and it's 3-9. I hate this level. Katti just needs to settle down just a little bit, playing a little reckless at the moment, but I'm sure they're nervous, so you can't blame them. Japezu not getting the H jump. He's got a pesky Paragoomba he's going to want to avoid here. It's going to follow him the whole way. Might as well get this power up too. I mean, these runners have not had a lot of power-ups in either seed, so can't really blame them for doing that. Katti going full tilt on the P-speed. Will they get the H jump? They will not, unless they somehow jump off the Goomba. Fishing for the power-up. Taking a second death. Japezu extending their lead. Almost getting the H jump again, but once again, need to be real careful here. Oh, man. Japezu getting dinged as well, and a death, allowing Katti to stay in it. Katti needs to make a decision here. Either commit to the power-up, cancel this P-speed early, and just get it without spawning that Goomba, or just going. Because right now, they're just wasting time with this. Alright, they get the power-up. Not going to stop for the second one, though. Japezu gets through 5 F1 this time, and Katti promptly loses that power-up in 3-9. Japezu is going to be the first out of World 1 pending this Hammer Bro fight. If it's a water arena, They're not even gonna bother. So, kind of a big opportunity for Caddy to, they decide to play this bro, depending on what it is. Caddy's lives are getting dangerously low. They might be a little tilted at this point. Careful now. Jeez. Alright. Gets a mushroom, should be able to P-speed through the rest of this. Carefully. So when I talk about running these seeds and I say not taking death saves you more time than anything, this is exactly what I'm talking about. If Caddy would just go a little slower, that's a backbreaker. A little slower, that's not good. Every single one of those levels they have to replay. Japezu firmly in the driver's seat. This is basically over, unfortunately. But that's why you got to take your time and just make sure you get through the stage. But you know, racers, we're not in their shoes. We don't know what they're doing or how they're feeling. They might feel behind or, you know, something, but it's unfortunate. Japezu, meanwhile, finds the pyramid stage. It's also worth noting that playing 3 games of Mario 3 Randomizer in a row is not that easy of a thing to do, let alone 5 in a finals. Like, you're playing Mario 3 for basically 2 hours, rando. It can definitely wear on your mind a little bit. As we saw before, a hammer saves 5 stages. At this point, I think that's pretty much Caddy's only hope, that they can find a hammer or several clouds, something that will allow them to get some of this time back. Because right now, as long as Japezu executes, they're pretty much going to take this one. Caddy going through these stages much better. This was sort of where things started to fall apart. Watch out, it's Paragoomba. There you go. Koopa. Attempted H jump there. And Japezu finding Fire Bros that I think they're gonna have. Oh, this is not good either. This is a little better than Boomerang Bros or Fire Bros in the water, but right here is where I normally get hit, and there it is. Crazy. Alright, Japezu saving their position on the map. Wow, this is a terrible World 3. This is ugly. So he has to take that pipe, and now he's got to play at least three levels to get around to the to Wendy's. So the last 2 seeds, quite awful. You guys are welcome. I rolled both of them. This one we haven't really seen any nasty levels yet, though, so we still got that on horizon. And Caddy as well, putting that bro to sleep. So we will never know. We will never know what that item is unless somebody casts Summon on Dust Minion. Which I don't think it's really necessary at this point. Japezu finds 5-2, avoids the Fall of Shame. Paragoombas galore. Up top, he's gonna take the item route, see what we can get here, and it's a mushroom. Avoids the big block. Don't blame him. Alright, let me pay closer attention to when Japezu finishes this this world so we can see exactly. It looks like Caddy might be routing this a little better. Yeah, Caddy's got it. If they just go that way, they got it. They are the way that they're routing this right now, they are making up a huge amount of time on Japezu. Japezu a little indecisive in World 3. Might go for the item here. Oh boy. Caddy, or Japezu trying to go for the item. Asparagon was going to fall on his head. Maybe not. Oh. Using the backstage to his advantage. He's going for the item. Dust not necessary. And it's a star. Caddy made up so much time here. Like, they made up 3 levels worth of time, at least. Let's see exactly. Let's get the times here. Also taking the item route. That's surprising. You don't see that too often. I do it sometimes out of desperation, so they must be feeling a little behind or wanting to power up. Alright, we got Wendy 1. It's like fire kill setup. And they get it. Caddy playing much better now. I mean, they're only a level and an airship behind, and, you know, maybe some transitions, so 2.5 levels at this point, not an insurmountable lead that Japezu has. I mean, they were... Caddy played 4 levels and took a game over and had to play all 4 of those levels again, and they're barely behind. This could still be very close here. And now Japezu's stream is a little frozen, so I'm not going to get that time that I was looking for. But Caddy storming back into it. What a play. What a decision to make by Caddy. I mean, that's what you got to do. You know you're behind. I mean, if they continue to gamble and it pays off, I mean, they could very much take this. I mean, that's what that's sort of what Mustard did in games 3 and 4 of the final, and it paid off big time. So yeah, so I mean, about a minute and 7 seconds. Not sure if... Oh, that would have been pretty big if Caddy just went for that first level in pipe. If that turned on to be it. Does anybody have Japezu's actual stream pulled up? I'm assuming it's working, but I don't know how to refresh. I don't know how to do any of that, so hopefully it resolves itself. Maybe I can see. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not a stage manager, so I don't have the power to refresh. Let me see if I can get it fixed. And now both screens are frozen. All right, bear with us here. We still got Katti going through World 7. They find the other part of that island. And they're going to play this Fort Knox. This is not what you want to see small. Pretty sure he has a power-up. Hopefully. Yep. Okay. Has a tail, going back in. Gonna save about 30, well, overdoing it small, they're saving probably about 60, 70 seconds at that point, but... Alright, so Katti... I think has the answer, so they just need to find way back to the Promised Land, which they do, and 1-4 greets them. Not a hard stage at all. I think Katti has a music box for the plant too. Yep, it's not within my power to fix this, unfortunately. My role is just volunteer, so I don't have access to all that. But word I'm getting is Japezu is 1857 going into World 5, so Katti is merely 25-30 seconds behind at this point. And great. Grand. Wonderful. Hopefully this pause is somebody refreshing streams. Alright, Katti's back. This is really rather annoying. Alright, have no fear. One of the admins said something crashed. Okay, we are almost back. That is a interesting looking world too for Japezu. Hammer's not going to help. Looks like, yeah, I mean, you're just going to have to play 2 forts and a level. No idea what happened to Japezu, what items they have. I think we're just getting synced up at the moment. And go. All right. We're back. We're back, everyone. Back like a vertebrae. Japezu going for the 6F1 clip, which wouldn't have saved him time, so it's a good thing that it missed, because now he gets the star kill boom boom. And he is 1 fort ahead at the moment. Katti played 4 levels for anybody else that wasn't here. Played 4 levels. Game overed on the fort. Had to play all 4 levels again and is routed a lot better at this point to where they're only 1 fort behind. Japezu's only got 2 lives at the moment. Some aggressive plays on both sides that are paid off early on for Japezu, and now it's paying off for Katti. Oh boy, just go. There you go. All right. Katti not going to kill Boom Boom as fast. However, as long as they stay alive, that's better than anything. Japezu going for the full 7 P speed strat. Looks like they're going to get it. So, very nicely done. Saves a decent chunk of time. Katti going to use the glorified mushroom. That's just a damage boost item. Might have helped a little bit in this level, actually. And I'm not sure what that hitbox was, but 2351 wand grab for Japezu. Let me give him the audio back. Katti is going to be forced to play this Hammer Brother that I don't think Japezu played. Be careful. Go. Gets a star. Not helpful at this point. All right. P-Wing is a decent item to use on this. Oh, you're welcome again, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome again for this lovely, lovely 100-second level. Japezu obviously does not have a cloud. He's gonna get hit by this blooper if he's not careful. Oh, what a troll enemy set. Katti has a chance for an off-screen wand grab here. And unfortunately misses that final hit. Katti does not have a cloud, I know that. I'm guessing Japezu doesn't, but I haven't seen their inventory. Get rid of that Paragoomba. It's just gonna stalk you. It's October now, right? Stalk you like Michael Myers or Jason. Oh my gosh. Able to get through there without taking a hit. And sadness for Katti. They're gonna check their inventory though, because they didn't see the item. Interesting, gonna use a Frog Suit, which technically should help, but that would make things harder for me. It's kind of hard to control. Interesting setup to this world, because that fort that you see has a bridge out, so that means that another fort is going to build that bridge. Katti's going to take damage here. Nope, guess not. I didn't see what the hand item was. I was concerned for Catty's power-up. For F1, this, unless there's 3 forts, is gonna build the bridge to the castle. Bottom route, don't get that star. There you go. Get rid of this Paragoomba. Go get it. Oh boy. Death here is not good. Alright, Catty makes it through. Wow. 3-fort World 6. This is going to be quite interesting if there's a lock at the end, because then that means for sure that all 3 forts are required. Oh boy. We'll let the dogs out. Ugh, horrible enemy set. This was atrocious. Yeah, don't go anywhere without one of those blocks at this point. Alright, Japezu's gonna make it through there safely, and it looks like they have... Alright, so all forts are gonna be required. Awesome. Very cool. So this is gonna build the bridge at the back. They're gonna have to go all the way back and play that fort, and then come all the way back and play the castle. Hammer could certainly help. Hammer will probably give Catty the lead. I mean, it's a tough call to make and a tough play to make, but, I mean... Here we go. If they play this fort right out of the gate... Yep. Catty closing the lead even further. Wow. Let's go. It's all going to come down to World 8. And there's the hammer for Japezu that they missed out on. Really saving them some time, but, I mean... Yeah, that was just the right call to make. I don't really have an excuse for it. You have a hammer, it's World 6, you can't use it anywhere else, you might as well just use it. So, great play by Catty. Going to be a very short fort behind. Oh, they gotta play this fort. Nope. Okay, well. That's a wash, unfortunately. That's too bad. But, still gonna come down to World 8. The Great Equalizer, as we call it. And that's why you don't want to pick up that star. Alright. World 8. A little bit of a factor in Game 1. Game 2 was just a blowout, so... Let's see what we got here. Japezu's going to have about a 2-minute lead, probably longer, because they're going to do these pipe transitions 3 times more than Japezu did. Alright, we got a fort up front, blocked by a level, and 1 open pipe. Interesting setup. Another lock, so... 4 bridges is dead, 3 bridges is dead. Japezu is doing some exploring, 2 bridges is dead. Gonna check this fort, which thankfully it was the real fort, so he's not gonna have to burn his fire flower here. Excellent P-speed through 3F1. But as Mitty says in chat, this World 8 setup has got the potential for significant divergence, so no lead is safe at the moment. Oh man, he's good. Japezu's good, I think, unless the lock on the first screen broke. Because nothing broke there. Well, maybe not. Okay, it takes him to the elbow. This World 8 is just full of diversions at this point. Okay, that's no good. So, if it were me, I would go back, play the fort, so I never have to come back to this screen again. We'll see what Japezu does. He's going to do just that, and it's a valid seed. You're welcome. 1 or 0 bridges. It's going to be 0. Alright, Katti, finally in World 8. Let's see what happens here. Are they going to gamble? You gotta do this at this point. I mean, you game over it after playing 4 levels. You have to take a risk here. This could do it. I mean, Katti could be in the driver's seat right now. We have no idea. I think the answer is going to be in the upper right of the dark or on the first screen, which if this lock is broken, I'm pretty sure he's got it. Yeah, he's got it. Yep, 1 bridge with a fort, and guess what? Guess what it is? Me again! Haha! 7F2 to close it out. Wouldn't have it any other way. Loses his Fire Flower. Not sure what his power-ups look like at the moment. Hopefully he's got a Bowser item. Katti is not taking the correct route, unfortunately, and playing an extra level and a super long fort. Japezu just nearly slips by that fireball. Damage boost here. Screws it up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Get out of there. Alright. No boom boom slide, hopefully. And Japezu is going to be going in the Bowser's Castle first. Good point, Chibi. Started with 7F2, ended with 7F2. Wouldn't have it any other way. 3 not very easy seeds, and Katti, unfortunately when you play with a delay, if you cut your stream, it just kills the feed, and, well, spoiler alert, Japezu is going to take this, because it's already spoiled. But stay tuned, everybody, for the, gets a Fire Flower, very nice. Stay tuned for the next race. It's going to be coming up right after this. It's going to feature Midi Guy and Macobra. Midi Guy is a 2-time, the last 2 race semifinalist. I believe got 3rd 2 years ago, and Macobra has been around for a long time, won at least 4 tournaments that I'm aware of. So should be a very good matchup. Here comes the swag Bowser kill from Japezu. GG. Get your GGs in chat, everybody. For Japezu, who's going to finish with an official racetime.gg time of 35:35. GG. A little dicey there, but they got it done. A win's a win's a win. So, congratulations, Japezu. We're gonna move on here shortly to the next race. We're gonna get the room ready to go for the next 2, and come on back. It's gonna be me joined with Tazzle for the next race. So, stay tuned, everybody.